Hello students, if you clicked here is because you got an NP on the last test, on the Adams test. So the instructions for this video are to solve the problems below. Below this video there's going to be some problems. You can solve them as you watch the video or after you're done watching the video. If the video is going too fast, remember to pause it, or you can rewind it or restart the whole video if you need help again. Let's get started. So here's the periodic table elements. On the test, if you got an MP, this is the reason why you got an MP. It was difficult for you to read the periods and the groups. So remember, the periods are the ones that go from left to right. So here would be period 1. Period 1 has hydrogen and helium. Here would be period 2. There's lithium, beryllium, and it continues all the way over here to boron. Now here's the critical part that you might not have understood. The period will also tell you how many electron shells it has. For example, hydrogen has only one electron shell. Helium has only one electron shell. Why? Because they're in period 1. Lithium is in period 2, so it has 2 electron shells. So does boron. So does carbon. They all have 2 shells. Then sodium, which is right here, would have 3 shells, and so on and so on. So the period tells you how to read it from left to right, but it also tells you how many electron shells it has. Now maybe you've noticed, or maybe you haven't noticed, how there's like one element and then there's like this line downward and there's nothing over here until here. But now you know that since hydrogen only has 1 electron, 1 proton, that's why it's here. Helium has 2 electrons and 2 protons, and it's here. Because the first elements only have 1 shell, they can only fit 2 electrons. These elements in the second period, they have 2 shells, so they can fit up to 2 electrons in the first shell, and then 8 electrons in the second shell. And 2 plus 8 is 10, so they can fit up to 10 electrons. Use this information to solve the problems below. The next category are groups. And groups are the ones that go downward. So here would be one group, and there's another group, and over here is another group. So groups are the ones that go downward. And typically they have similar characteristics. If you look like over here, they're all shiny. If you look over here, since they all have full electron shells, then they all glow. Those are the noble gases. So if you look at these elements here, the noble gases glow because they have full electron shells. And like I said before, if it's in the same group, sometimes it has similar characteristics. Like they can be shiny, or they can be reactive with water, and so on. All right, have a good day.